Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack.
Where is he? I know where he is. He had too much at a happy hour. Oh. Righteous. What do you mean shush? We're a talk show, for God's sake. What are you doing? You look so professional. Are you in a work environment? Nope. Thanks for setting us up. Welcome back to the Jack Henke Show. Bulldog cannot be with us tonight. I know everybody's very, very sad about that, including AJ. AJ couldn't wait for Bulldog to leave the show so he could take over, which he plans to do. But let's start where we usually start, with Mr. Bob's Under the Bridge, MrBob'sUnderTheBridge.org. If you're looking for an easy way to help Mr. Bob, they need hygiene packs. Each week, Mr. Bob's hands out over 100 hygiene packs to our friends with essential items such as toothbrushes, toothpaste, bars of soap, shampoo, conditioner, washcloths, and more. These packs have become essential to our friends on a weekly basis. It's like these packs are vital to people living on the street. They help them stay clean and help with their self-respect. And it's just a wonderful thing. And it doesn't cost that much to put together. So currently we're running low on supplies and we need to put these packs together. And if you could help by giving donations of travel-sized hygiene products. So like the products you find the sizes you find in a hotel room, that would be wonderful. If you're able to donate, you can learn more about how to drop these items off at MrBob'sUnderTheBridge.org. Thursday night is the next drop-off from 5 to 7 p.m. They're in Grafton at the Ozaki Nonprofit Center. Java House. Today was Double Punch Day. I went and got a schlag, and that's what I was going to have. And I was walking out, and Julia said, "Jack, aren't you having a double shot?" And I said, "How can you turn on a double shot of the best espresso on the planet?" So I did, and thanks, Julia. You're wonderful. It was fantastic. Mel's. We got a lot of stuff going on for Mel's. I'm going to bring AJ on early because Bulldog has ditched us. Because AJ is very involved with Mel's. AJ.
We're going to talk Mel's? Okay, well, let's talk Mel's.
You know what's big today? Many things about Mel's, but you know what came out in the paper today? We're going to talk about it with Lisa Curtis too, AJ?
What is it?
Mel'sville. The Mel's Village, the Gateway Crossing.
Oh, yes. I'm very excited about Mel'sville. Very excited.
And Mel doesn't like it when we call it Mel'sville, but that's why we call it Mel'sville. But
it's it's Mel's Village. That's what
I know, but Mel'sville is better. Who wouldn't want to live in Mel'sville? AJ, would you want to?
I do.
You do.
Excellent.
Excellent.
I gotta keep it down because I'm in the house.
Oh, sure. But Thursday, in Saukville, big day. It's a groundbreaking at 2:00 in the afternoon in the Gateway Crossing. If you want to check it out, check out melscharities.org. And you can get some more details. But Mel's, this is like September, AJ, he has a lot of very, very busy, their whole organization, as he would be the first to tell you. He's not the only one. But their organization, September is a huge month for them.
All right.
Starting September 1st, there's going to be a roundup for Mel's Charities at the Piggly Wiggly in Cedarburg. It runs all month. That's number one. Is that okay with you, AJ?
Yeah, that's number one. Sorry.
All right. That's all right. Number two, you're going to be attending. You're thinking of attending Bags for Busick.
Bags for Busick is the 16th. Then
Which is Saturday.
We got Mel's around the 23rd.
Hey, hold on. You're jumping ahead. We gotta focus on the Bags for Busick.
Yep.
It's the 16th. It's the largest cornhole event in Ozaki County. Saturday the 16th at Harbor Hills in Port Washington. Costs $70 for a team to enter. The last few years they've sold this out, so get your entries in. Food, beer, silent auction, not so silent Mel, and they have a DJ Roundy there.
Yeah, that's a really cool event. It's a real. I unfortunately don't know. I know the Busick story, but I don't know like the family all that well. But I do plan on getting to know them when I go to the tournament. So
are you going this year, Age?
Yeah, so I'm going to that because I can't go to the next weekend.
You could go, but you chose not to because you're
I
going to a Packers game.
Yes, I could go, but I won't, because of my previous commitment.
You have a previous commitment. You're off the hook. You're good. So you'll be at Bags for Busick. That's great. And then, as you were saying, when is the run walk? Do you know, AJ?
The 23rd. It's the same weekend as the pig roast.
That's right. It's the day before. So the run walk, it's a 5K, and there's running and walking. It's on Saturday morning, September 23rd. There is a new route this year. In the past, they've always done it where the pig roast is, which is right down at Cedars 3. But this year, they're doing it at start and end at All Children's Playground in Cedarburg on Evergreen Boulevard. It's a family-friendly, dog-friendly event. You want to bring your dog? Bring it.
Yeah, I brought my dog last year. It was awesome.
That's right. Millie?
Yes.
See? You think I was listening. And always, you know what's great about the run walk? Many things, AJ, but you know what's one of the best things about it?
What?
The pancake breakfast.
Oh, the ending is the best part, yes.
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 From scratch catering. Fantastic. Then the pig roast, the 25th annual. This is 25 years. Can you believe it's 25 years, AJ, since they started
25
this?
years of Mel's. Holy cow.
And what's big about this year, AJ, with someone you know very, very closely?
What?
What's going to be different this year at the pig roast that they've never had before?
Oh, there. Oh, are you talking the shower?
Yes, it's a chance to win.
You have a chance to win a Kohler shower that is being donated by Kohler. I believe it's too bad the agent's not on, but I believe it's a $15,000 remodel project.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I believe that's the correct number.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a chance to win it. And don't forget as well, there's also, Mel told me when I was with him the other day, there's also tickets available for the Ohio State game, the Ohio State-Wisconsin game on the 26th.
So that's one of the many really cool items you can bid on, right? At the pig roast on Sunday, the 24th. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And they'll have the Packer game airing as well. So.
That's right. So on Sunday the 24th, you can go, if you could, please, if you're considering going to the pig roast, and it's such a great thing, please go to melscharities.org early so you can sign up, and then you can pick up your packets with your wristband and all the other goodies that you get at Mel's World headquarters on Washington Avenue in Cedarburg. There are 3 pickup dates. And why do you want to do the pickup dates, AJ?
Because that way you can avoid the lines.
Absolutely. There are long lines because it's become such a big deal. It's like going to Disney World.
Yeah.
It's like Disney World for pigs, right?
Yes.
Kind of. So you can pick up, there are a couple different dates. Again, details on melscharities.org. But Sunday, September 10th from noon to 2. Monday, September 11th from 5 to 7 p.m. And Thursday, September 14th from 3 to 5 p.m. So those are days that you can pick up your packets only if you pre-register at melscharities.org, which they highly encourage that you do.
Yes.
Right?
Support Mel's. It's a great cause. It's a great cause and donates to a lot of different parts of Ozaki Commerce.
That's right. Well said. Well played. All right. So, you know what? There's only one national day today that I care about, AJ.
What is it?
National Chop Suey Day. And I'm kind of on chop suey. I do like Chinese, or at least our version of Chinese food. Have you ever had chop suey?
I have not.
Do you like Chinese food?
I do. I like shrimp. My big thing is shrimp fried rice.
Is what?
Shrimp fried rice.
Ugh. You like shrimp?
I do.
Ugh. As Lisa Curtis says, gross.
Only in the fried rice, though.
Only in the fried rice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just not a shrimp guy. Can't do it. But chop suey, but instead of that, we also have birthdays today. Richard Attenborough, who was in, I think he's the dude who was in Jurassic Park. Michael Jackson, you ever hear of him?
The singer?
Yes, it was his birthday today in 1958. Ingrid Bergman, who who Bulldog has never heard of. Charlie Parker was a great jazz musician who had some issues with staying off all kinds of things, but really good. Elliot Gould, who was a funny actor in a lot of stuff. Uh, and Robin Leach, who did Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous for a while. It was his birthday as well today.
The show, right? Not the song.
Right. Yep. Today, AJ, in rock and roll history,
Yes, sir.
1966. What year were you born?
91.
Oh my God. So it's 15 years before you were born. The Beatles played their last concert.
Jack, that's 25 years before I was born.
Okay, 25. That's what I said. For paying fans. They played, this was the last, I mean, they did a few gigs other than that, but they played Candlestick Park. Have you ever heard of Candlestick Park?
The old Niners Stadium, of course.
That's right. Niners and Giants in San Francisco.
The windiest,
they played it.
The windiest stadium in history.
Well, listen to this. The Beatles played their last dates live at Candlestick Park in 1966. There were only 25,000 fans there, about 7,000 short of a full sellout. Isn't that hard to believe with the Beatles?
Well, I think about it, a sellout of 32,000 was not that was a lot of people back in the day, but it's not that many people now.
No, it's nothing. It's nothing now. But the thing is, they stopped playing shows. That was their last thing. A ticket would have cost you in 1966 $5 to see the Beatles in their last show.
$5. Wow.
You can't even buy a hot dog for $5 at Candlestick now. There's not even a Candlestick.
I know.
What do you think?
You can't buy a hot dog.
No.
No.
All right. Enough Beatles. There's a few things going on in sports today. I don't know if you've been paying attention or not.
I got the tournament. I got the Brewers from last night and today, and we got the World Cup of basketball tomorrow. The USA plays again, 4:30 a.m.
Okay, let's start there. A very unexpected place. The World Cup of basketball. You know why?
Why?
I saw a photo today of the U.S. team for the World Cup.
Yes.
You know who's? I saw a jersey. I said, "Holy mackerel!" It was Bobby Portis.
Portis, yes, sir.
He's on the U.S. Did you know that?
I did know that.
You did not.
I did.
You are a liar.
No, I did know that.
How come we've not heard of that? I mean, I'm at least a casual sports fan. I'm more than casual, and I didn't know that.
It's a very big tournament for other countries. It's not as big for the United States, but it's a very big tournament for other countries because it's a way to qualify for the Olympics.
Well, and when people think of a World Cup, they immediately think soccer, not basketball.
Yeah,
right?
Right. The game has become so international now that you would think the World Cup of basketball would be a lot bigger.
You would think so. It's not. Explain that.
I don't understand it really. Sorry, Greg. I don't understand it really. I think it would be a lot bigger for like teams like Slovenia, Spain. You know, those teams that are. You hear a lot of players come from the other countries, like Luka Jokic. I think it's a little bit of a downturn this year because not a lot of guys are playing in it because the NBA season is so long. So, like Luka's playing in it, but there's no Jokic for Serbia. There's no like not a lot of the big names are playing in it because the season is so long that it just overruns. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, it makes sense. All right, so let's start where you want. I took you off track because I started where we didn't think we'd start, but you go ahead and start where you want to start in sports.
So we got Brewers tonight. Last night. Let's start with last night.
All right, what happened last night?
America's favorite pitcher went 6 innings.
Oh!
2 runs. And they won 6-2.
What is it, AJ? Why do you think Major League hitters can't hit a 75-mile-an-hour fastball from Wade Miley?
I think it's because of the deception.
So, which is something you're very good at, deception.
Yeah, I think it's because of the deception of the fastball. And also probably the arm angle. It's right over the top, but it's kind of weird. So I don't know, but I
But
think he's very crafty. He mixes it up well.
he's crafty. Whenever someone says crafty and mixes it up, well, the guy's got a puss arm. So let me say this. Let me ask you this though. He's 36, right?
Yes, sir.
He's 36. He's done a great job this year.
Yes,
I kid
sir.
around about him. However, wouldn't you think at that age with a so-so arm that hitters would have? I mean, they'd have the book on him. They'd be able to figure him out. Why is he still having success at this age?
Because pitchers that like Wade are so good at they're so good at reading swings and reading what they need to throw and just being deceptive, and stuff of that nature. That it's just so interesting.
It is interesting. Who's pitching tonight for the Brewers? Do you have it on?
Corbett, yes, I do. I do.
I got the U.S. Open on. You talk for a minute about Corbin Burns. I got to get my things set up.
Corbin is pitching today. They have runners on second and third, one out, and Willie's at the plate. So we'll see if they score. But it'll be interesting. I think down the stretch will be interesting. If they beat the Cubs today, they're guaranteed a 5-game lead, regardless of what happens tomorrow.
Will they win tonight?
Yes.
Looks like they have somebody on in the first.
Second and third, yes.
Only one out. Okay. Well, we'll keep going.
Yes.
All right. So the Brewers. I want to talk. The Athletic. The Athletic and CBS had their power rankings out today.
Yes, sir.
Did you see them?
No, I did not.
Do you want to guess at where the Brewers were?
7.
Exactly right. How did you get? You looked.
Well, they put it this way: they have the third best record in the National League. They have about the 7th best record in the whole league. So I would say about 7 is right.
Okay. All right. So let's see. CBS says in their write-up because the Athletic didn't have a good write-up. Hang on.
The Athletic didn't have a good write-up. Shocking.
No, they talked about something else. But, all right. They can't lose their lead in this 3-game series against the Cubs starting Monday. So this is yesterday. But the Brewers should view it as an opportunity. They could put the Cubs back 7 games with a sweep.
Yes. Yes.
Will they get a sweep?
No.
Will they win 2 out of 3?
Yes.
Okay. The Athletic also had the Cubs at number 9.
9. Sounds
Yeah,
about
9.
right.
Okay. And the Reds at number 15.
Sounds about right. The Reds have fallen in really hard times.
Yeah. Well, their starting pitching is just not there.
It's not good.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else for Major League Baseball?
I do have something.
Okay.
I'm concerned about the Rays and Marlins series this week because of the hurricane.
Oh, okay. Where are they playing, do you know?
They're in Tampa.
Oh, well, then, yeah, they can't play it there.
Well, they're inside though. They're playing the game. They're playing the game tonight, which doesn't concern me. It's tomorrow that concerns me.
Yeah, well, they're not going to play it tomorrow there.
I wouldn't think so.
It's supposed to make landfall, and Tampa's right in the path, right? Or I think it's shifted a little bit north, so Tampa might be spared.
I hope so. But that's my only baseball. That's my only other baseball thing.
Okay, the Brewers just squandered a first inning opportunity. Second and third, 1 out, no runs.
Yes. I'm not concerned though. I'm not concerned.
Okay, that's good.
Because Corbin is on the hill,
and he did so well in his last start.
Well, and they made Justin Steele, who's one of the best pitchers in the league, throw 30 pitches.
Okay, Justin Steele is one of the best pitchers in the league.
He's 14-3.
I've never heard of him.
Not many people have.
Is he a rookie?
No, he's a veteran.
Okay, all right. Good to know. All right, what else you got? So baseball, we're done.
Yeah, baseball, we're done. Don't forget there's college football starting Thursday this week.
Oh, who's on Thursday? Doesn't matter because we're on. Nobody will watch that because they'll all be watching us.
No, I know, but there are games starting Thursday this week.
Okay. Any good
Uh,
ones?
Not so much. Couple of decent ones, but not so much.
Okay. And the
But the
Badgers open against Buffalo.
yes, which is the former school of who? It's a Wisconsin coach, Jack.
No, it's a Packers running back who last time in the Super Bowl, he was the main running back. I can't think of his name offhand.
Uh,
Who was the running back who came? He was hurt all year and came in the playoffs and did a great job.
James Starks.
Yes, there's University of Buffalo connection. Boom.
Yes. Also,
you didn't think I was going to pull that one out.
Also, the former school of Whitewater former coach Lance Leipold.
What does Whitewater have sports teams?
They do.
Oh, do they?
They're really good at football.
Oh, the Mafia. All right. So next up, what else you got? So college football. You wanted to talk about college football?
Yes.
Okay. Who do you what do you think of all the preseason rankings? That are they just guessing at this point?
They're just hype. Well, I wouldn't say they're guessing for the top like 5 or 6, but they're just hype.
Okay.
Once you get past about 15, they're just hype.
Okay. Well, that's where the Badgers are, past 15.
I know, but a lot of it is to do. Now it's tough to tell because of all the transfers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it'd be interesting for sure. I
think
it'll be a good year. Oh, there is a good one on for all you Big Ten fans out there. Nebraska, Minnesota is Thursday night.
What? Nebraska sucks.
New coach.
Okay, are they going to be good?
Heck no.
They do have a good coach though. Matt Rule's a good coach.
Matt Rule is a good coach, but no.
All right. So go ahead. Are there any good, intriguing matchups this weekend, the first weekend of college football that you know?
Boise State and Washington could be good.
Really?
Boise State could be sneaky good in that conference.
Washington's picked pretty good this year.
I know.
I was just with my brother-in-law tonight, and he's a UW alum, UW Washington.
Some people are picking them to win the Pac-12.
And the last Pac-12.
Not me, but some people are.
Okay.
By the way, I have one thing to say.
Oh, only one?
The ESPN people, Desmond Howard, Kirk Herbstreit, as much as I love them, they put both Michigan and Ohio State in the college football playoff at the end of the year. How is that possible?
How is it possible? How is it not possible? They're both picked to be top. Like Michigan's picked number 1 in a lot of rankings.
I understand, but they're in the same division, so they'd have to beat. They literally have to beat.
But that happens. Georgia and Alabama are in half the time in the playoffs, right?
Yeah. They'd have to beat. They'd have to beat each other and beat everybody else.
Right. Which they can do.
Or it'd have to be really close, and then they'd have to beat everybody else. Which I could see. But I still have to go. I don't know. I don't know who Ohio State's quarterback's going to be. I really don't. So I'm interested to see that.
Mm-hmm. Well, it'll be an interesting year.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Okay. Well, the question I have for you: will it be this year be more fun than last year for Wisconsin fans?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a good start.
There's a lot of guys you don't know, but there's a lot of guys that if you follow college football that you know, but it's hard to tell. I think Tanner Mordecai is going to give him instant credibility at the quarterback position. So I think that gives him instant credibility at the quarterback position. I don't know about other spots.
Okay.
I think the linebacking core after what's his name, Turner's little incident of the offseason, he's back in the fold after his little incident. not little incident, but incident this offseason. Um,
What
he,
was it? I don't even know what it was.
it was a
I don't know who
new.
Turner is. What?
He's a linebacker.
Yeah,
He
yeah, right.
he was their leading tackler. He got caught for driving
Oh,
driving
intoxicated?
yeah. So
Well, that's no good.
that's no good. But yeah, I you know I don't want to I want to see I want to see the guys perform off the field as well.
Yep.
You know, obviously you want to see the guys perform, but anytime you get guys, especially the freshmen, you want to see the guys perform in the classroom as well. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited about this new era. I think there's
Mm-hmm.
a new era, new energy. I think it should be good.
Good. Okay. What about? I can't believe you've held this to at least third or fourth.
U.S.
The N-
Open.
no, the
No.
NFL.
Oh, the
It's
Rocket.
cut down day, and here
Yeah.
you are. What U.S. Open's in his first round? You want to talk? You don't want to talk cut down day?
Oh, I do want to
Who
talk.
are you? Who am I talking to?
I do want to talk cut down day.
All right.
We kept 6 receivers, which by the way, Malik Heath got made the team, and so
Okay.
they did keep, and they also kept 3 running backs, which I find interesting.
The Packers wide receiver Malik Heath, linebacker Brenton Cox Jr.,
Yes, sir.
and running back Emmanuel Wilson all make the initial
Uh,
53-man roster. Those are 3 undrafted rookies.
Yes, sir.
How does that
These are-
happen, do you think?
Well, Emmanuel Wilson made the team because he scored 3 touchdowns in 3 games. Um,
But why wasn't he drafted by anybody, do you think? I mean, do people, even with all the scouting and all the high tech stuff, guys still make it through, don't they? I mean, they slip through.
It still slipped through the cracks. I don't know, Jack. It'll be. Um, it's interesting. He didn't get a lot. He didn't get a lot of touches, but he was very productive at his touches. So
Yeah, Tyler Goodson got cut. Were you
Yeah.
surprised about that?
yeah, I was, but
And Patrick Taylor, they both out.
well, they may be back on the practice squad.
True. This is the most impressive thing for the Packers. First year punter, Daniel Whelan made the initial 53. We'll see. After
What
the other
happened?
guy, Pat O'Donnell was released on Monday.
Oh, Daniel, new punter. We got a new punter.
So listen to this.
Yes,
If
sir.
Whelan plays week 1 against Chicago, he'll be the
Yes,
first Irish-born player to play in the NFL since Neil O'Donoghue's final season with the St. Louis Cardinals in 1985.
Wow.
Born in Dublin, Ireland, Whelan moved to the United States at age 13. He's 6'5", 214-pound punter. He made the All-XFL team with the DC Defenders this spring before signing with the Packers in May.
Those feeder leagues, man. I would not be surprised. There's a cut that did surprise me though, but I knew why. I know why he didn't got cut. Alex Magoo, the third quarterback for the Packers,
Mm-hmm.
he got cut, but he will. I guarantee you, he will be picked up by somebody. By somebody.
Okay.
Because he has
Why?
a good arm.
Good arm?
He has a good arm, and his last drive, he won the game for the Packers. The last drive in the preseason on a 50-yard bomb to one of the receivers. I can't remember his name.
Okay, that's all right. Listen to this one, AJ. I think
Go ahead.
for the first time since 2016, so 7 years, the Packers didn't carry a long snapper on their initial 53. They cut both of the long snappers that were in camp.
I think that shows you confidence in Andres Carlos.
Well, confidence. Who's going to snap the ball to him?
I'll find one.
That's pretty important. That's a pretty important thing. Is the
Remember those guys don't get hit though. So.
It's still possible Green Bay could retain Matt Orzech, who they cut, and they're simply using an extra roster spot for a player who will be placed on injured reserve tomorrow. So there's some
Uh,
jug. That's why you say all these reports say initial 53 because they change around. Guys go on injured reserve. There's all kinds of shuffling still going on.
yeah, right.
This year, AJ,
Uh,
Green Bay kept 11 of their first 13 draft picks.
int-
Last
interesting.
year, last year,
Yeah,
the 2022, they kept all 11 players from their draft class.
interesting. Building with youth.
Big time. Also, there was a big cut in the NFL, not on the Packers.
JT.
No, that completely destroyed one of your big takes before the preseason started. Do you
What was it?
recall?
What did
You predicted the New England Patriots would start Bailey Zapp at quarterback.
Bills Epic got cut?
He got cut. Both of their backups got cut in New England.
They need a quarterback.
They're going to take that guy the Packers just cut?
I don't know.
What happened to Bailey Zapp?
I still believe him. I'm still a Zappy believer.
Zappy. Sorry. Bailey Zappy.
I'm still a Zappy believer.
Are you? Okay. It could happen. I mean, guys get cut and they catch on somewhere else and do real well. It's just surprising because you came out strong that they were gonna he was gonna be the starter.
Remember, I watched him play in the preseason. So I watched him play live.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Colts keep Jonathan Taylor on the physically unable to perform list after no trade materializes.
Boo.
So he's set to miss the first 4 games regardless. Even if they trade him now, he's out the first 4 games.
That's terrible. That's terrible. I have no I have comments, but I'll save them because I don't.
Why? Why save him? Let him rip.
No, because
Go.
Mr. Ursay, what are you doing? With all due respect, and I mean it sincerely with all due respect, why do you piss off you? Why do you make your best player mad?
Why do you have all due respect? Why does anybody respect what Ursay says? He and his father were both crackpots. Robert Ursay was a crackpot. His son is a crackpot. He's an idiot. He just inherited the team, and he's got a big mouth. Why give him any due? He hasn't earned your due respect, AJ.
No, I know, but I have to say with all due respect because I'm on air.
Oh, so what?
No, but seriously, after saying the comments that he said about Jonathan Taylor, about his if Jonathan Taylor left tomorrow, no one would remember who he was. If Jim Irsay left tomorrow, no one would remember who he was. So.
No, they remember because he said so many stupid things.
Right.
God.
Right.
Anything else about the NFL grab you? Cuts or anything else?
No, not really.
Okay.
I'll get my fantasy roster to you tomorrow.
Okay.
I have to look it up yet. I can tell you this though. I have Josh Allen and Christian McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyle Pitts.
Mm-hmm.
And Travis Etienne from Jackson.
Sounds pretty good.
So it's looks pretty solid so far for the first. We're done with all the rounds now. It's 16 rounds, but I just want to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure everyone knows that I'll have my roster set by next Thursday.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear. And that's when next Thursday is when the first game is.
Yeah.
So this is, AJ, the last weekend that we're heading into for 3 days. The last non-NFL weekend for the next until February, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
A beautiful thing.
Is this which, AJ, you are a sports fanatic?
Yes, sir.
College, high school, pro. What is your favorite season out of all the sports and all the levels, what do you like to either participate in or watch? What's your thing and why?
College basketball,
College basketball. Why?
because it's so the games are the talent levels are so even now. Because a lot of the guys that are there either they're there early or they stay for 3 to 4 years. I just love the rivalries and the passion of the fans, and 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 just the passion and the games. I mean, Virginia's not very good at football, but if you watch a Virginia basketball game versus Duke, and just watch the pageantry and the fans and the care that they put into it, it's really something special.
Well, the thing about basketball, just by the versus football, because football, just by its very nature, has so many players and so many people they have to suit up. It's so much more expensive than uh, basketball to run a program.
Yeah,
It just is.
well, another thing too is it's easier to know all the guys on the roster. Let's not forget about that.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 15 college basketball players, which 13 of them are on scholarship, and it's easier to know them as people because you can recognize them in a public or a classroom setting. It's harder to recognize people that are playing football because they're under the helmet.
True. Okay. So I'm buying it. Speaking of basketball, I'm so glad you segged perfectly into that, AJ. The
Yes,
first preseason poll from not poll, the athletic ranking came out today.
go ahead.
In college basketball, where, if you had to guess, Marquette is ranked. If you had to guess, where do you think they're ranked?
2?
How you cheater? You looked at it.
I didn't look at it.
Yes, no one could say 2.
I didn't look at it.
No one. You could get away with saying 7 for the Brewers. You can't get away with saying 2 for Marquette unless you cheated. You are a cheat.
I didn't.
You are not to be trusted.
I didn't. Well, that's
Number 2.
That goes without saying, but yeah.
No, yes, that's true. Number 1 was Kansas. Number 2, Marquette. Number 3, Duke. Here's what they said about Marquette. Marquette, not your national champ UConn Huskies, swept both the regular season and postseason titles in the Big East last year.
Yes,
Shaka
sir.
Smart returns 4 starters and only loses Olivier Maxence Prosper from his rotation. Prosper was a great glue guy for the Golden Eagles, but the offense might actually be better with Big East Sixth Man of the Year David Joplin sliding into the starting lineup. This should be the best offense in college hoops. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree, but that's not me. But my key to success will be Joplin, but it will be on the defensive end. If he can improve his defense just slightly, we should be all right.
Now here's more. And I agree with this first line. Roster continuity matters in college hoops, and Marquette is one of the few programs that really has it, thanks in part to Coach Shaka Smart's decision to stay out of the portal the last 2 cycles and hold and build from within. Excuse me. We pretty much know what to expect from this team, but one wild card is the shooting of Oso Iguodaro, the playmaking center who might be the most underrated player in the country. Has not attempted a 3-pointer in college, but he's been working on his jumper this summer. If he actually is a threat, then good luck guarding all of Marquette's ball screen actions when he's involved.
Yes, sir. I love it. I love it. I'm excited for the season. I can't wait. I'm excited. Marquette has continuity. Wisconsin has 4 new freshmen. I love it.
Well, okay. Very good that you said Wisconsin, because the same poll has Wisconsin at number 15.
I would have guessed that too.
No, you wouldn't have.
No, you're right.
You liar. Here's
So
what
you
they
got
say about Wisconsin. Wisconsin returns its starting five and then adds a solid recruiting class, headlined by St. John's transfer A.J. Storr. The Badgers needed to get a bigger athlete on the wing, and Storr was one of the sneaky best ads in the Big Ten. He averaged 12.3 points over his final 16 games last season and was one of the best freshmen in the Big East. He looked even more impressive this summer playing for the Bahamian national team in 2 games against Kansas, scoring a combined 30 points in 2 games against arguably the best team in college basketball.
Did you say he's from the Bahamas?
He played for the Bahamas national team. Combined with sophomore Connor Esigian, Wisconsin has one of the most talented 2 and 3 combos in the Big Ten. Wisconsin incoming freshman Gus Yalden. Have you heard of him?
Gus Bus.
What?
His nickname is Gus Bus. Yes, I've heard of him.
There's another player who could surprise. In warm-ups, it looks like Yalden is in the wrong sport and should be playing left tackle. But the man nicknamed the Gus Bus has extremely soft hands and touch and knows how to throw his weight around. He'll be a weapon off the bench. An offense that struggled last season should improve. This is about as high as you'll probably see Wisconsin anywhere in preseason rankings. We are buyers.
Well, anything but the display they put on against North Texas in the NIT is an improvement, because the display they put on with as much as I respect Greg for what he did last year, but in the NIT, they scored 10 points in the second half. So my bad, 13 points in the second half. Well,
thank you for bringing that up, AJ. I was just about had that out of my memory, but now that you brought it up again, I can suffer all over again. Thank you.
Sorry, Jack.
So why would a team that finished like that be ranked this high?
Well, you got Connor back. He's stronger. He's bigger.
Is he?
He set a freshman record for 3-pointers last year.
I know he was a really good 3-point shooter. Oh. Yeah. All right. Well, just in the nick of time, do you know who Lisa Curtis is?
Yes.
Have you ever met her or talked to her? She's kind of tough to talk to.
We've talked before.
She's kind of brutal, actually.
She showed me the paper the one time I was in here.
Oh God, yeah. She's nothing but trouble. And she has cats. You don't like cats, AJ.
I'm not bad with cats. My dad's allergic though, so.
Okay, all right. Who cares about the agent? Do you want to stick around for her segment, or do you got to go?
I'm gonna go.
Okay. I don't blame you. I'd go if I could, but I can't.
No, I'm gonna go because I want to get the. Hi, Lisa.
Hi. Hi.
Lisa.
I didn't join because you were talking.
So what? Just come on up. You can
it's real
join.
Life. It's real life. I just do what I do and get into people's face and business. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, see, AJ, she's kind of scary.
Hey, that's okay.
That's okay.
Good to see you, AJ.
Good to see you.
Good to see a friendly face.
Oh, what? Not really. When you have no feelings, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll bounce off.
Kind of mean. I have 6 brothers, so I can be brutal.
Yeah, I'm nothing for you.
I can dish it out.
All right, AJ, beat it. If you're gonna skip town, skip town.
Yeah.
I was. Hi, Jack.
All right, we are getting comments
Hi, AJ.
already. We are getting comments from the viewers. As soon as Lisa comes on, Russ Meyer comes on and says, "Brad!" Exclamation point. Yes.
Brad! What are you doing? Hold on a second. He's watching the Brewers game.
God.
How's that casserole? I'm just kidding. Nothing.
He sounds like the adults in Charlie Brown. It's like, remember that?
Yeah.
And you reminded me of, after watching the tape of last week's show, you remind me did you watch the movie Wedding Crashers?
Yeah, I love that movie. Who do I remind you of?
Well, just when you said Brad that one
Oh.
time, you reminded me of Will Ferrell when he's yelling at, he goes, "Ma, meatloaf."
Oh, yeah. Or
So
Howard on Big Bang Theory. That's a good show. You probably don't watch it. It's over, but
I have not seen it.
yeah,
I have a client who says the funniest show ever. Do you think it's funny? The funniest show ever?
it's one of them. It's so good. It's so smart. So,
What is your top rated sitcom of all time? You.
oh boy. Okay,
Nope.
that's the one to beat right now.
Oh, come on.
I'm not into the whole Seinfeld. I can't like tell you Seinfeld or Friends lines from those. It was a good time in my life for sure, but I was also
Oh, such a
younger.
good time. It's such a good time you didn't watch it.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Yes. I was not
Perfect.
sitting around watching TV.
Yeah, I've seen like I think 6 Seinfelds, and it seems like every time, even though they're always on rerun, I see the same
Yep.
every effing time.
Yes. Yep. I hear you. Wait, what do you like for sitcoms? Some people don't like sitcoms. I do. They just totally. Hey, buddy.
Well, a million of them. Wow, the one that I always might go to, and it's you're too young, but there's a show called Soap.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That was good. That was very good. My mom wouldn't let us watch it though.
Of course, that's why
No.
that tells you how good it was.
Yep.
That was really
Yep.
good. I love that. I love Taxi.
Oh, okay. Arrested Development. That was good.
It's on Netflix. I got to watch that one. I don't.
Yeah,
that was
so
that was
good.
after me. I was out
It's
having a good time.
oh wait. Okay, in The Office. I really like The
yes.
Office.
Oh,
Yes.
Who was your favorite character in The Office?
Oh, it might have been oh my god. Okay, hang on. I gotta orient myself. Oh my gosh. Okay, well not Jim, not Pam, not Michael. Who's the nerd? Why can't Dwight? Dwight. I think it's gotta be Dwight.
Dwight?
But they're also good.
Well,
How about you?
My daughter watches it. We have that show on so often that it's almost to the point where I can't watch it. However, there
Yes.
are so many. You can't go wrong with Michael. But
Yeah, right.
the person I love after gaining an appreciation for not having many scenes, but it's
Phyllis.
My son loves Phyllis. I love Creed.
Oh yes.
Has these very odd things. You really have to be paying it. Oh,
ditto that, my brother.
Margot says, "Do you want to come here and say that again?" Margot said, "Ditto that, my brother." And that's one of Creed's lines when he's watching the woman pump the breast pump. When Ryan goes, "That's a little bit distracting," and but she goes, "Take a picture, but it'll last longer." And Ryan goes, "Sorry, it's just a little distracting." He goes, "Ditto that, my brother." It's just one of the or when he takes all the toner out of the cartridge to dye his hair black so he looks younger. It's just fantastic. You just can't go wrong with Creed. Great stuff.
It's true. He doesn't get enough time.
I think he's one of those guys, too much, not good.
Mm-hmm.
And wasn't he in like the Grassroots or something? He was in a rock band. I mean, in real life.
Really?
You didn't know that? Margo, what was he in?
Ooh.
Creed. What band was he in? Do you know?
No.
All right. Well, keep talking, Lisa. I'll figure this out.
Let's just take a look at Sushi here. Hello, Sushi.
What's going on with Sushi?
Oh, she's waiting for me to play. There she is.
Does Sushi get along with Brad? She better.
No, she's really mean to him.
Oh, good.
We
got to keep Brad a little ornery. We don't want him to be happy.
Oh, exactly, because he's super nice. But
Sounds like me.
When I come home and Sushi comes down after 8 or 10 hours upstairs, he'll be like, "Oh, we have an effing cat, huh?" So he gets very mad.
8 or 10 hours upstairs.
She'll stay there the whole time till I come home, just to not be around him. And really? I don't know why. Yeah, I think she likes females better, but
really,
yeah. Anyway,
all right. So what's going on? Enough with the sitcoms. I led you down that track.
Yeah, you did.
Hang on. Creed Bratton, born in Los Angeles, he grew up in a small town. I just want to see what band he was in. Then we can switch.
Brad, um, ask Alexa what band the guy for Creed from The Office was in. Hey,
Oh, hang
hey
on.
Alexa, what band was Creed from The Office in? Alexa.
Oh, this is scary. Oh, God, it's like the Halloween.
Alexa, stop music. Alexa, what band was Creed from The Office in?
Sorry, I don't know.
Bitch.
Oh, bitch, she doesn't know anything. All right, don't worry. We'll get it.
There's these dog videos I can't stop watching, and this one is always saying, bitch. So now I always say, bitch.
What?
That's how it whispers that word.
Okay, that's a perfect seg. What's going on with the art museum?
Well, she just happens to be the art museum director, but she was I'm really not sure what she was. I thought she was some kind of an administrator. They didn't call her the CFO, but yet she had the purse strings on that budget, and then even locked out, like the president of the school from the
in Racine.
In Racine, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, a private school for kids with autism and special needs. She, is accused of taking
embezzlement.
Probably $100,000.
That's and
Mhm.
what I read in some paper today. I know what paper. I mean, when you get to the details of it, it sounds worse. It gets worse and worse. Like the taking vacations, and
It's always interesting when they itemize those things. And it seems like vacations, a lot of vacations. So, but only 2 for her, right? Utah and
like 3 at least.
Hawaii.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, just Utah and Hawaii. But at least she swung a little bigger. The thing is that I don't understand these people you read about who are embezzling $6,000 or $8,000. I mean, do $1 million if you're going to embezzle. I mean, why do that? I mean,
remember the cost woman from Mequon?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What was she?
That was some big time. Mm-hmm.
Well, she enjoyed it.
Yep.
I mean, it's not advisable no matter what. I'm not endorsing it, but
no, it's how people who are accused of this, not convicted yet, but it's just interesting how people who do that and are convicted get away with it. Think they'll get away with it.
And they never do. And well, maybe they do, and we don't know.
I mean, boss, you're dealing with a really, really large budget, but I can't imagine the school had a very large budget.
No. And the Cedarburg Art Museum sent out a letter to all of our accounts nothing's been tampered with. We're all good.
Yep, they didn't.
Yep. Yeah. But you could see, it's a nonprofit. You're going to watch those purse strings because there aren't any.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So
crazy shit.
Yes. And bail jumping for past couple other charges.
Really? I missed that. She did that too? She's been active.
She, I think, pleaded guilty to writing bad checks or a check in 2017. And I was surprised that they charged her with bail jumping for that, because I would have thought that case would have been over and closed.
You would think.
And then she had a domestic abuse from last November.
Wow.
So
very talented in a lot of different areas. They're writing a bad check for people. It reminds me of like that Blues Brothers. Like, do you take 2-party out-of-state checks?
Oh yeah.
That line? Well, sure. Just
there was a time, right? Right? Yeah, exactly. Write checks for cash. When was the last time you wrote a check? I can't think of.
I don't know.
I don't even know where my checkbook is. Maybe I should secure that.
You might want to, yeah.
If
she's around in particular. So the big question that Brad wants to know, and I want to know too, or some people want to know, is Will this affect?
The beer gardens.
Yes.
Those beer gardens are rolling on. They're rolling on.
Thank goodness.
They're the best thing in town, aren't they?
They are fantastic.
Good Lord. Gosh, they're great. The music's good, the food's good, the company's good, the beer's good. I mean, the whole setting is good.
It's right on the bike path. I zoomed down there on my bike, have like a half of a Hop Gods. My daughter's laughing.
Right, because why do you have one half?
That's why she's laughing.
Because you don't.
Right.
Okay.
Then I get back on my city slicker and I pedal my caboose back here, and we have a show at 7:00. It's
my gosh!
It's down to the wire.
Yeah, that does kind of get in the way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This whole nighttime thing really cramps your style.
Yeah, but you're worth it. So
I went to the Lumineers concert at the the other night at Summerfest
and
Amphitheater. Oh, fun! Very fun. Yeah. And then you got to go through the Fiesta Mexican or Mexican Festa. I never know what to call that. So made our way through that. That was really fun.
Well, yeah, I heard good things about it's Fiesta Mexicana, right? Or is it
That's what I thought. I think it's Fiesta Mexican.
All right. All I want to know is they don't have the goddamn Conijitos there. They better not, right?
I didn't see it. I might have had rage. Did Margot go there yet?
No, but
take your damn paper plate and just
shove it up your ass. So, this weekend though, we went to our favorite breakfast place, which is Tello's. In Port Washington.
Do they have like Mexican breakfasts? That's my favorite.
They do. So we go there, and we're like, the sidewalk, because they have tables on the side, looks pretty empty. I was like, oh, it's open. When we were both hungry, we peel up the steps, we go marching up, and there's a sign. Sorry, we are not open this Saturday and Sunday for Fiesta Mexicana. They were down at the.
Oh, they were.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So good for them, bad for us.
Right. Yeah.
Yes,
there were so many people, and all I wanted was beer, so I wasn't looking for.
And they have that in droves. But you know what else? If you go to Tello's and you get your Mexican breakfast, you've got to get toast because they make their own preserves there.
Oh, okay.
It's like having a mixed berry pie for dessert. You just put that on some toast.
What do you do? Take a nap, or when you get home? I mean, run.
Of course.
Run.
No. You come home, you sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
And you bring half your meal home.
Right. Gosh, I love a good Mexican breakfast.
Oh my God! Last night we were still celebrating. A month later, we're still celebrating my mom's GD 90th birthday. For God's sake! So we have more relatives from out of town. My mom wanted to go to Tello. That's her favorite place. So we went there last night. And I was not feeling Mexican last night, so you could have breakfast there. So I had my breakfast last night there, and it was wonderful. It was
real at night. You can have. See, Brad, only we went there once, and he was like, I don't like their enchilada sauce. So we just haven't been back. Of course, I have other friends I could go with too.
Oh, yes, true.
I have news though. Oh no, I did tell you my dad's moving here, right? I did tell you that.
What? You said he's moving back. He's moving in?
No, not here. Okay. He wanted to go just New Glarus or Fitchburg, and I was like, "Will you just come up here? And just come up here, please." And it's too close to Milwaukee. And I said, "Well, you don't want to be close to Madison either, especially with his politics. He doesn't want to be close to Madison." So I said, "Just come up here. It's too close to Milwaukee." I said, "How about Port Washington?" And so I found him a place. It's off of Spring Street, and there's and he wanted to have his own garage. He needed to have his own garage. He didn't want to buy a condo anymore. He didn't want to own. He just wants to rent. But he needed a garage.
He is high maintenance dad.
Actually, yeah, just those things. But yeah, it did take a little bit. But we got him a place. It's very nice, and he has a garage attached, and he moves in November. So I can take him to Tello's for breakfast.
Well, I'll go with you because then I can go to
Okay.
his place and crash. Because
Yeah.
they have excellent I'm not a Bloody Mary guy, but they have excellent Bloody Marys and mimosas are wonderful.
Okay.
There.
Like, yeah, I can just go crash at his place then.
Yeah. He's got a garage. Does he have a couch in the garage? A lot of people have couches in their garages.
No, he keeps his desk out there, like right now. Yeah, he spends most of his time in his garage, get a desk or just doing things. It was kind of funny because he keeps selling things now, and and then I have to put him on Craigslist, and he gave me a picture of a chop saw, and some guy messaged me and he said that's a miter saw, and I'm like, ooh, my dad's 86. I think he knows what a chop saw is. My goodness, he just F-bombed me the whole way, all the way over from walking from my office to the pig. I know what an effing chop saw is versus a miter saw.
What's funny. I've never heard of a chop saw before.
That's what I said to Brad. I was like, is it like an old-timey thing? And then we laughed about it falling off the wagon on the way, when after he got it and then he put it back on. Like, is it just that old?
What, you ungrateful little shits talking about your dad like that? God.
But then I looked it up and they're like, the only thing that came up when I put in chop saw was like 50 links to buy one, like at Menards or La Home Depot or Harbor Freight. They're a thing. Chop saw with a table.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So do you want to buy one?
No, I'm so glad I don't know what it is. I'm just so happy.
I think you need one.
Oh, no. Today is National Chop Suey Day. That's as close as I'm going to get.
Gross. Oh, that I said to Brad, when you said that, like my mom would make that. It was so gross.
Oh, my mom made sweet and
Your
sour
mom's
pork.
alive, so you can't say, but is there anything she made that you hated?
So much shit that I hated. Oh, God. But she made sweet and sour pork, which was her very Americanized sweet and sour. It was wonderful. It was like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, it was fantastic. But oh my God, chicken fricassee. So many things. I just can't even. I don't even want to go into it. But thanks for making me think of that. So, is there any news in Ozaukee County besides Mel's? Are you going to Melville? Are you going to the groundbreaking on Thursday? You gonna have somebody there? One of your crack reporters there?
Yeah, somebody will be there for sure.
So Thursday at 2 in Saukville. They're having the groundbreaking.
Right. Okay. Right. Yes, we covered that. That is so amazing. It's hard to get your head around how big that is. It's amazing.
It's unbelievable. The whole concept is unbelievable.
Right. We might have a big story coming on Thursday. I won't say the nature of it, but.
Oh, you might.
Just read the paper.
But you used to have great columnists. The Blossom IDD.
Oh, I love that place.
They do fantastic work between them and Mel's. I mean,
I know.
In a lot of ways, this county is like, oh God, but progressive that way, right? I mean,
I always say they don't want to be told where to give their money, but they're giving it. They just don't want to be told. But and I was just saying that to someone the other day. They give a lot of money here. I mean, how many nonprofits do we have? So many. Do
you know Barb Fisher?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She is a dino. Oh my God.
Yes.
For the advocates? Oh,
yeah.
There's another great one. Doesn't get any pub.
There's just so many. Yeah. And people are giving and they're very generous.
Oh.
So, yep. Right.
Gives you hope for the youth of America that people are, they got big hearts. They got big mouths, but they got big hearts too.
Or like those girls with their lemonade stand. Yeah.
I missed that one.
Do you know have a casserole in the oven right now? These two girls, they have in Grafton every year, they're 11 or they're 10. They're only 10 now. And I think it's their third year doing it. And they have a lemonade stand where they raise money for family sharing of Ozaukee. Oh, nice. But last year they added the Grafton Police Canine Foundation. And I think they doubled their money, well over $3,000 this year. So it's really cool.
Stuff. They would rather have an animal than a human.
Yeah, terrible.
It's true. I'm a dog lover. I can say it. People do
I
it.
know.
They, oh, what a nice dog. If they're human, they're like, who cares?
I know the other day when they had I think it was, I don't know, the hurricane coming toward California. They should have, there's this guy, he's holding his baby and he's got a dog and he's like, I think I'm gonna stick it out. And I'm like, you got a dog, get out of there. And then I'm like, I look at I look at Brad and I'm like, and a baby. And then he gave me the finger.
Brad, if Brad is the steady rudder of the Curtis household, we got a problem.
We have a problem.
Dude, you have a dog. That is one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard.
Big problem. Yeah.
Hold the dog up here. Keep the baby right here. Oh, and this just in, Patty Hansen says Frasier, one of the best sitcoms of all time.
Oh, yes, definitely. I've been watching that. Just last week I had it on.
And they're bringing him back. Did you see
Just
that?
Just him. Yep.
Yeah. Well, his father is gone. I don't know what Niles is doing.
Right.
And the thing is about John Mahoney, that actor, he played a great bit in Moonstruck, one of the best movies ever.
Okay, I could have watched it last weekend, and I don't remember things very well. Movies.
Well, you're thinking.
I'd be like,
I
could have watched, or that wasn't a movie; it was a series. But I could have watched it, and then I'd be like, oh, he was in that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
he's originally.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Yeah, he was a really. Was he Canadian?
No, British. That's where I'm going. You would never have known.
I didn't know that.
Oh, wow.
I did never have known. Okay, I gotta go finish my casserole. I'm taking some over to my elderly neighbor. He might be asleep.
Yeah, I would hope so. It's past 6
I told him I was bringing.
Is it a breakfast casserole?
I told him I was bringing him dinner.
Oh, well, you are. Didn't say which day. It could be tomorrow.
No, he's going to eat it tomorrow. But
so there's a big story coming up in Thursday's news graphic. You hinted at. There always is. You're like, what's the big surprise about that? All right,
it's crazy. Such a little county. It's been a crazy year here for sure.
It has been. We don't know anything about it's not Soulja Boy. Who's the guy who was the rapper who was going to perform at the illegal Harley?
Oh gosh, yeah, Boy Dirty.
Boy Dirty, yes.
I'll never
Damn you, New Beijing! Well, I hate to say this, but it's like Bulldog is the sanity glue that we didn't have. Without him tonight, we're just like saying 2 words and laughing. So I think there might be a role for him after all in this show.
I know. Do you think he'd keep this going if we just took our phones with us and went and?
I'm gonna go to your neighbor's house. Let's go with the casserole. All right, I got to go.
Okay,
I got to go have a very uncomfortable conversation with my sisters. So.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, take care.
We got some shit, so there we go.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
See ya. Have a good night.
You
See
too.
you next week. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
Bye, Brad.